Hey writers, Megan Barnhart here with my day 19 check-in from my first NaNoWriMo. Here's where I stand. I got down 2267 words today and I am up to 44,000 and change. So the end is in sight. Yes, I'm excited. Today, I have a tip for you about what to write when you don't know what to write. And it actually comes from a talented poet named Samantha Le, who led the NaNoWriMo that I attended today. So here is Samantha's website. I will go ahead and put a link to it in the description box. She writes poetry, she also writes novels, and she has some great tips about writing. So I sat down to write and I was definitely out of my comfort zone because I was in a room with other people and I am totally a writing hermit. I am used to just being alone. You know, maybe my cat is with me, but I'm the only one around. And I went to a NaNo write-in today to connect with other people. And then when it came time to write, I got a little blocked. I felt a little awkward because I'm not used to that context for writing. So I dug out my tools. I just went to what I know, which is going to my free writing. So I started in with a free write and I did a free write that I know always takes me somewhere. I did an object free write. But as I'm free writing, a little thought is tickling the back of my mind. And it was a little thought that Samantha had given in the talk prior to us all starting to write. Now, in her presentation, in her talk, she was talking about characters and writing great characters and some of the components of those. And the part that most grabbed me was when she was talking about the evolution of a character. And she says that, I'm looking at my little cheat sheets note. She gave us this great sheet, super helpful. Thank you so much, Samantha. But she talked about evolution and said, you know, for better or worse, every character should undergo change throughout your narrative. And that little thought just kept tickling the back of my brain. And so I interrupted myself in the middle of that free write and I asked, who is Iphigenia at the beginning? Who is she at the end? And how can the change be shown? And that thought totally sparked this scene that is going to be a really key part of the climax. So I wrote part of it while I was there at the write-in, and then I paused and I came home and I wrote the rest of it. So I was definitely more focused once I got home, back to my enclosed fortress of solitude. But I am so glad that I went to this write-in because that was incredibly motivating, and I ended up with content that I needed, and I wasn't really sure how I was going to get it. I've been thinking about my character's arc. I've been thinking about how she changes. But you know, somehow when you hear information or a question and you've heard it a lot of times before, but then it just like hits you in the right way, that's exactly what I got by going to Samantha's write-in today. And so Samantha, huge shout out. Thank you. I'm so grateful to you and for sharing your knowledge and your invitation to us, because this turned out to be exactly the prompt that I needed. So if you are stuck, you're not sure what to write next, I highly encourage you to use Samantha's questions, which are, who was my character at the beginning? Who is my character at the end of the story? And how can that difference be shown, or how can that change be shown? So that is my recap and tip for today. And I wish you, as always, very happy writing.